Ahoo to you and yours. And welcome to Moira's Light Morning Messages, right? Oh my goodness. It's been quite a week, hasn't it? It's been a week filled with anxieties, filled with a little of self realizations. A lot of us have been receiving messages a lot more fluidly, and a lot of us have been realizing that resisting um, the spiritual messages and the spiritual guidance is just not working for them. But it's easier to blame others, right? You've seen those people. It's easier to blame others and easier to blame circumstances um, and not really take accountability for your own understanding or your own level of consciousness. You need to, this weekend is going to be quite interesting for a lot of you. There's a lot of no, the spirit of chaos is certainly around. Do we have to accept what the spirit of chaos dishes out to us? No. This is the beauty of astrology, the beauty of tarot, the beauty of divine guidance. Do we have to sit back and take it? No. For for centuries, countries used to use the astrology to conquer kingdoms, make them fall, um, help them with their uh, food system, planting. Was the same thing when you listen to divine guidance. I mean, in the good book, there is specific information on how to plant. I mean, hello, look for it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But when we use divine guidance in whatever form it comes, because we all know that divine guidance has many, many forms, many, I mean, it's infinite, just like divinity is infinite. When we sit down and because it always takes us so long, uh, so much suffering, so much disillusion that we go through. Uh, and then we see others and they're doing so well, and then envy sits at that throne where divine guidance should be. When we see someone doing well, number one, thank the universe that they are. Number two, don't think for 1 minute that it wasn't hard for that person to get to where they are today. And number three, know that at some point that person stopped resisting, going, against the current, the divine current that they were given. When you see that, when you see that type of person, and they're going to come to you, you are going to witness it. Understand that that is divine guidance telling you, look at that person. That person is doing well. Be like that person. Do like that person. Love like that person. And stop resisting like that person. Because this is it. This is all it is. When we're having a hard time, guys, it is because we are resisting something, but mostly it's divine guidance to come in and help us. How do I know this? My conversation with my guardian angel yesterday. For those of us, for those of you that understand how to go in between the message, what I finally got out of this was when that divine guidance comes into your soul and your soul brings it in and it goes into your brain and your central nervous system, you have free will. You can close yourself to that energy, to that wisdom, to that guidance. Do we consciously know? Yes, we do know that we're doing that. How do we know? Don't talk to me about religion. I don't want to hear anything spiritual. That is not anything to do with spiritual. Don't talk to me about bullcrap. This is how you close yourself. If you are one of these people, well, that's not my religion, or that goes against God. I am a born-again Christian. Listen, if you were born again, let me tell you something. You got a second chance. Beware of false prophets, because even though you got born again, doesn't necessarily mean that you're following the right path. Divine guidance is nothing to fear. Divine guidance comes directly from the Creator. There's nobody else. The Creator has helpers. And those helpers, each from whatever religion it is, from whatever faith it is, they each have a specific job. Then your angels have a specific job. Then you bring down your ancestors and so forth until it gets to you. You have a specific job. My bird, I think, is agreeing right now. My bird says yes. We all have a specific job to love and care for one another, right? To love the creation and he or she that created it. Why is it so hard for people to understand and to accept, to love the Creator? The only reason you were made was because the Creator loved you. Let's begin with that. And everybody says an eye for an eye. If I love you and you want to do the eye for an eye, what are you going to do? You're going to love me back, right? If we want to put it into that content. But the Creator gives us many, 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 many ways to help us during this meat suit pilgrimage in this dimension. Well, when life gives you lemon, we make tequila, right? Well, when life gives you divine guidance, you make success in this realm, so that at some point, when it's time for you to let go of the meat suit, you end up where you want it to be, where you designed. So it doesn't matter what you believe in. If you believe that divine guidance comes from the Creator, and then it is distributed and chewed and distributed to you so that you can understand it, because everybody's got a different level of enlightenment, then you're doing good. But don't stop the flow. Don't stop it from coming to you. You are going to realize that when you stop resisting what is natural, what you were naturally born with, you will no longer be lost. Our Creator is loving. Our Creator is compassionate. Our Creator will forgive you for many of the things that we do here on this earth because of the love that he or she has. And if you think that we get judged by our spiritual entourage, you're very, very much mistaken. They're just there to guide you and to take you out of things that we get ourselves in because, we're naturally rebels anyway. I wanted to give you that information first and foremost before we attack the cards, because it's really important for you guys to understand where you're from, what you are, and how loved you are. And this has a lot to do with, definitely, with today's little sermon, which I wasn't planning on, but I got so many PMs yesterday because of my conversation with my angel. And you all can do that too. I'm not special. I don't talk to my angel because I have this power. Bullcrap. Anyone can talk to their angel. Anyone. So today we have 3 cards. We have the Shaman Vision card, Beyond Any Veil. We have the Universal Alchemy, which is the gold within you. And then we have the Warrior Spirit, which is courage and strength. Very important for this weekend. Oh my God, that's really sweet. Okay. So the Shaman's Vision card. The Shaman's Vision card. This card has been pulled specifically by your ancestral shamans. If you don't believe that in your ancestry there was some kind of shaman, I need you to talk to someone that knows about your ancestry. Find information. Every freaking lineage has had some type of shaman one time or another. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. There has been some kind of shaman in your lineage. And that's just the way that it is. Universal archetypes surround you in this momentous time shift, change, and transformation. So yes, you are shifting. Well, no, duh. The whole world is shifting, to be honest, right? Something big is coming. Do I dare say that it's good? No. Do I dare say that it's bad? No, because there's no good or bad. There are just circumstances to make things happen. All right? You are now connecting to the web of connections with a vision of multicolored strings, tying your life's purpose with nature and its connectivity to you in your journey. So you are now feeling these connections. This time of solitude that we've been given, not everyone has believed that it was for them. So guess what? We get another round. Okay? We get another round. This is where we have to make the connections, people. Okay. Nothing is coincidence or by chance. The entire universe made your journey special for you. When you meditate with your inner shaman, you can connect to a spiritual ayahuasca journey and see for yourself. A new vision will turn things around. But you know how I talk about different points of views, how I talk about seeing things in a different light, or seeing things with a big lens filled with light so that you can see through those little shadowy corners, and you can see, you shed light into those dark parts that you have. Well, this is that shamanic vision beyond any veil. At this point, nothing is hiding. behind anything. We're getting another turn to sit back, to contemplate, and to understand that we need to stop resisting our spiritual guidance. This is all there is to it. The Universal Alchemy card. It is the gold within you. Do we have gold? Yeah, we got a whole bunch of chemicals and minerals and all those things inside of us. Everybody knows that, in human biology, we know we have these things. It's just common knowledge. Hopefully kids are learning about this in school since they're tiny. Sometimes we get disillusioned in life, feelings of being casted into the abyss open up a whole new world of hurt. Chances are you're stepping into your power and you don't even know it. Oh my God, is this true? That you feel like you're being pushed into something that you don't want, that you just didn't get ready. You failed to hear the message, the guidance. You didn't. You stopped it from coming into your brain and your central nervous system. You stopped it. Here's your poor guide going, but I have information's gonna help you, dude. And you're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want anything to do with spirit or spirituality. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to hear anything. And I'm certainly not gonna let, and I've heard this from people, and I'm certainly not gonna let anything foreign other than the Holy Spirit into my body. Well, if you're stopping divine guidance, there is no Holy Spirit coming into your body. Just putting it out there. Part of the alchemy that is going on within you is called calcination. Calcination, people. Yes, calcination. Okay? It is actually designed to burn away the barriers and obstacles to your completeness. Your obstacles. They're throwing you into the fire. What are you going to do? What is it that almost everybody turns to when they find out that they're going to die? Well, that their body's going to die. Everybody goes back to God, to the Creator. Oh my God, and the Spirit, and oh my God, and this, because they know, they know, they know. And when we see it, we're too quick to say hypocrite, aren't we? That's a hypocrite. All her years, she was saying this and this and that. They've turned into, they've gone for help. I've seen them. I've seen them. They've gone to help for help in Africa and Haiti. They've gone there. The same religions that they have shunned all their lives, they go there without anybody knowing, so they can get the help that they need. Because now they're listening to their divine guidance, and their guidance is saying, well, listen, dude, you missed the bus 700 times that we went by. So right now you're going to have to do something a little harder. But they're doing it. Don't wait until it is too late for you or your family. Allow that energy to come through. Allow the calcination to push through. Allow that hand to push you out into the fire and say, you know what? Gosh darn it, thank you. Thank you, because now I'm going to do something for me. Right? And if I help me, I'm going to help my family. Well, what's important? Your family. So do it. Because if you help you help your family. See where this doesn't fall into place? Don't shoot the messenger. This is what I'm getting. You are an infinite and divine being. Allow your tears to wash away remnants of all that has failed in your life. As you polish yourself and gain coagulation. See, we need calcination first. Burn away all this other stuff that we don't need. And finally, if your goal is to have the Holy Ghost to come into you, you know that you're not resisting. So it's not the only good thing that's going to come through you. You do realize that. It's going to be years and years and years of teachings and understanding. Oh, and it's enlightenment to the fullest. Be prepared. Gain coagulation, and you will find that you are indeed a golden being. That's who we are inside. We are a golden being. Gold to us in this world, in this dimension, is worth a lot of money. You're worth a lot of money to the universe. You are very worthy. So as you realize that life is just not shortchanging you, it's actually trying to give you a boost to get you where you need to be. And then be thankful about it, guys. I've seen it too many times. Then the warrior spirit. And I know why this card is the last on the line. The card represents your desires to settle conflict, confusion, and chaos. Okay, this goes worldwide. We all want to do that. But then let's go a little bit inward, right? Let's go into ourselves. Well, we are having a lot of chaos, right? Right? It would be pushed and pulled, and all kinds of crap is happening. And we're going through a hard time, because don't tell me not one of you has not had some kind of ill feeling about what is going on in today's society, whether it's disease in the physical or disease in the way that this country and all other countries have contracted this, not only COVID, but the disease of greed and anger and envy and hate, because that is a disease, right? So we are, this card is telling you, not only are you, and this is what I'm saying, it's not easy, and I totally understand it's not easy, and the universal energies understand it's not easy, but they're giving us gifts and they're giving us ways out. We just are not realizing it because we're stopped up. We got a spiritual sinus infection. We're all stuffed up, right? Because we're not letting anything in. So this card represents your desire to settle conflict, confusion, and chaos. You're tired of the drama overcrowding your happiness. What are you doing? What are you in? Why are you looking at other people's drama and not fixing your own stuff? That's taking you away from what you need to do. Connect with your inner warrior by not sacrificing your tenderness in the way that you do things. A warrior has a tenderness inside that a lot of people fail to acknowledge. They see the warrior as a mighty warrior who cares not what he does or how he gets what he needs. But the warrior inside of you and your warrior guides love you and care for you. And not only you, but those that you love, because they are just as important as you are. And there is where the tenderness lies in your warrior self and in your warrior guidance system. Okay? You got to understand that. Remain in integrity and truth by riding in the path of goodwill and honesty, not only with others, but with yourself. I don't have to tell you much about that. You all know how I feel about that. Your inner warrior comes to you for self-liberation of fears, doubts, small-mindedness, and limiting beliefs. Isn't this what we've been talking about all this time? Get on your horse and ride the path of reality. You are a warrior training to come home to peace and beauty. This is, think of it as the Valhalla, right? We go home to Valhalla. So it's not any different than when we go home. And we have to be a warrior. We have to be a mommy. We have to be an employee. We have to be self-employed. We have to be a wife, a lover, a mistress to our husbands. Um, we have to be all those things. We have to be a doctor. We have to be divine and godly divine our flock, our children, our husbands, our family. And these cards are telling you just what is coming up, things that not all of them might happen because it depends on your path. It depends on what information you're allowing to reach you divinely. So not everything might play this weekend, but it's certainly something to think about. I want you to try something new this weekend. I want you to do something special with your family. Even if it means, because things are getting pretty hairy again, like we said in the beginning of the year, I want you to go outside to your back patio, to maybe if you live in an apartment, sit somewhere with you and your family. I want you to turn off all social media. I want you to turn off your phones. I want you to put them away. And I want you all, as silly as it sounds, sit down in a circle. And I want you to get a little ball. And I want you to have an Uno card deck with numbers. The Uno card deck has numbers. And I want you to put the deck in the middle of all of you. And one of you is going to get the ball. And you're going to throw the ball at one of your family members. That person has to get a card. Whatever number comes out, they have to talk about 4 happy things, or 5 happy things, or 9 things that make them happy, or maybe what they're thankful for. This is the moment that we have with our family. And we're given another round. Obviously, we didn't all get the memo on 2020. So there's a new memo out. So I want you to try that, and I want you to talk to me. Tell me how it went. And when you do that this weekend, I want you, just before you finish your game, I want you guys to sit down and say, what did I learn? Because one of those cards, one of those rounds is going to be, what is it that the Creator finds so special in me? What does the universe find so awesome? So that is your homework for this weekend. And listen well, listen to the messages between when I read my reading, and understand and tell me what you understand and what you got out of it. All right? A home to you and yours. Love yourselves, love your family, love the Creator and the universe. Love the path that you are in, but mostly love each other. I will see you soon.